Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And today I'm truly excited to have Miss Karen Freeman-Wilson on with us. An amazing lady, has been blessed and fortunate to achieve some really neat things. And I'm truly excited to share her journey and her nuggets of success with you on this episode. So first, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Well, thank you so much, Chip. It's an honor to be on with you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, let's dive into it. Well, I know off air we talked about, your journey, your story, but if you don't mind sharing some of that with the audience so they have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Absolutely. Well, I am currently the president and CEO of the Chicago Urban League, and my journey to the Urban League in Chicago was a circuitous one. I grew up in Gary, Indiana, and was raised as an only child by a father who was a 30-year steel worker and a mother who worked in a community center for about 35 years. And during that time, was given a real commitment to community, to God, to family. And, as a result of that, I excelled in school, graduated from high school, number one in my class, and went on to Harvard College and Harvard Law School. After graduating from Harvard Law School, I wanted to return to my hometown and make a contribution. I was a deputy prosecutor for a while and then spent time in the private practice of law. I also had the opportunity to serve as the director of the Indiana Civil Rights Commission, as well as Indiana Attorney General. And then I did a period in Washington leading the National Association of Drug Court Professionals.
So good. Very, very, very neat. Well, Oh yeah, go ahead. You got more.
No, I forgot the job that I held the longest. Every other job was 5 years or less, but then I spent 8 years or 2 terms as the mayor of my hometown.
That's awesome. Yeah, can't forget that.
Yeah, no, and I will tell you, it was the most challenging, but the most fulfilling.
Mm-hmm. When you were speaking, I was thinking to myself, no, she got some more in there that she need to share with us. we need to hear some more of that.
Oh goodness! It just says I'm a professional vagabond.
I love it. I love it. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
One is my daughter. I have a 29-year-old daughter who is a lawyer in New York City, works for a firm, and it's not just her professional success, but she is a tremendously compassionate human being. So my daughter, Jordan, and then I've been married for 32 years. That is a feat in this day and age. And so I would say that. And then the fact that on a global basis, every professional endeavor I've left it much better than I found it. And that's always been my only endeavor. I mean, it's not to see my name up in lights, but just to leave that professional post better than I found it.
Good stuff. Well, just hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you discuss the things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
Well, my definition of success is when you can have a sense that God is pleased with whatever you're doing. And so it might be personally, might be professionally, it might be something that you've done in the community, but it's something that is pleasing in God's sight. And I mean, the Bible lays it out about what those things are and what those things aren't. And I think if we use that blueprint, then we can be successful in very small ways, and we can be successful in major ways as well.
Yeah. What do you first off, the Bible is a great blueprint to follow. But then secondly, what do you think it takes to achieve that type of success that you mentioned?
I think it certainly takes focus.
Hmm.
I think it takes humility. And I think it takes collaboration. The most successful people will tell you that they cannot accomplish anything on their own. And I think it takes humility because when you are most successful, other people get the credit and you take responsibility when things don't go right. Um, and so I would say that those are three characteristics of success.
Good stuff. Well, what I want to do now is I was gonna say uh now to the fun part, but it's all been fun for me. Uh, but
Thank you.
what I'd like to do is I'd like to throw out three phrases or words at you, and you just talk about whatever comes to mind or to heart when you hear these phrases. You okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
All right. So the first one is giving service.
So when I think about giving service, I think about the fact that we all have a debt of service to pay, and that it is really at the core of how I was raised and the core of how I've tried to live my life, and more importantly, at the core of how we've tried to raise our daughter or our children, because we have a blended family. I gave birth to one, but we have four.
All right, good deal. All right, the next one is living and learning.
When I think about living and learning, I think about you do it every day. There is something to learn every day. And, if you go to bed without learning something, then you weren't really living that day.
I love that. That's good. If you go to bed without learning, you're not living.
That's
I love it.
precisely right.
I love it. All right, so the last one, I'm gonna pause a little bit before I give you this one because it's the good one, okay?
Okay.
The last one is legacy.
Um, when I think about legacy, I think about um, what you will be remembered by. And so it's important to think about that in a way that is not about what you got, but what you gave. And so when I think about legacy, I think about giving.
That's good. Well, as we close, I want to say again, thank you. But I'd love to have you give you opportunity to share with the audience where they can go follow you and check you out and show you some love with all of the amazing things you have going on.
So, one, let me just say thank you. It is very humbling to be interviewed by anybody for anything, but especially for you because of the title of your show, The Success Chronicles. It's very humbling. I can be followed on at Karen About Gary on Twitter and at Karen About Gary on Facebook. We also have a Facebook page at CHIUL, CHIUL, which is the Chicago Urban League. And we have an Instagram page at Chi Urban League as well. And I am much more active on Twitter than Facebook, but because it only takes 150 characters to tweet, and it is always time sensitive for me.
Well, there you go. Well, again, Miss Karen Freeman-Wilson, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Thank you so much for the service that you've given over the years. I think it's truly inspiring, and thank you for sharing your nuggets from your experience and your life lessons and journeys with the Success Chronicles. I truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Baker, and it's been an honor. And I'm hoping to get to Conroe, Texas, to take a picture in front of my friend Annette Gordon Reed School.
Yes, that's a great thing that's going on here. Truly excited for her. It's good stuff.
All right.
And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
God bless.
Go get it.